What's up, boys? Back out here. Got the RX7 finally out of the garage. It was not fun. I had it up against my wall, like with no gap on these tires. And I've been sitting here trying to push it out all morning. I gotta get this transmission off and at least see what this clutch is, because it is horrible. And then just start ordering parts for this thing. But we're gonna take the transmission out today, at least see what's in there, and just start looking at stuff. This car, if you don't know the story of this car, I've had it for a while. I got a really good deal on it. The guy had it rebuilt twice. He rebuilt it at Mazda and then blew apex seals immediately. Then he had it sent to the Vine Motorworks. That helped Rob Dom do his 3-rotor, and I think they even built his 4-rotor. They rebuilt this, and he said within a week he thought he blew it up, and he was just over it. I bought it sight on scene. When I got it, the coupler was not on the turbo. That's the reason why I wasn't making any boost. So the thing runs past the compression test as soon as I got it. It's been sitting, but every time I have it sit, I fill it full of transmission fluid. That's something we're gonna do today too. We're gonna fill these rotors up with transmission fluid, turn it over by hand today. Let's get it up on the lift. I hate these. I just don't know anywhere else that's a better spot to put them than the punch welds. I mean, I guess I could have hooked it there, but start crushing that. It's a bad day. These $1 million tires that I just had to have because I'm a weirdo. Pretty sure I got flat spots in them when I was pushing it. Brand new. These don't even have 100 miles on them. They're still paint. I don't know, hopefully they're not ruined. Hopefully they'll balance out. Yeah, I think she just needs to do about $130 down the road. Clean this up real good. Who did that? It's got the HKS exhaust, carbon. Dirty, because I did donuts in the dirt, if you remember, see? Oh, you guys can't see shit. I did some donuts in the cornfield a while back, but there's the HKS carbon exhaust. Covered in mud on this side. Just leaking a little bit of gear fluid. Let's get this skid plate off. Oh yeah, we gotta get this whole thing on. This is gonna be an experience. I forgot about this brace on these cars. Let's see if we can see up in here, see how bad. It's yellow. Oh no, let's take it out. I hate this clutch. You know what? Everyone that's driven this car hates this clutch. This clutch is ridiculous. It's for like 1,500 horsepower or something. It doesn't want to grab till you're at like 4 or 5 grand, and it just rides it, and all you do is smell clutch in traffic. I think I'm gonna start with the exhaust. Get this exhaust off. I think I can. No, I can't, because I gotta get that out.
Take it from here back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this whole exhaust off. I'm sitting here trying to find ways around and just freaking do it right instead of sitting here struggling. Look at that spider. You see that thing? Look at all our eggs over here. Holy shit. Look at that big fucking thing. What are these? Dude, can you guys see? They're almost like, oh, are they brown recluses? Why are they all weird like that? Dude, there's hundreds of them. What the type of spiders are these? They're brown with like brown zigzag pattern on them. This one's got like a checkered pattern on its butt. That one's dead. Okay, so we grabbed the spiders, we released them into the wild, we relocated them, PETA, and now I'm just using the torch to get rid of the spider webs. All the spiders are relocated at like a national spider relocation camp. Dude, what kind of spider can kill that? There's like a freaking tarantula living in this car somewhere. All right, look, I'm not gonna record this whole thing. I'm gonna take this exhaust off, get these braces out. I'll bring you back once the exhaust is on the ground. So we got the exhaust off. Just keep chasing stuff. Oh, there's some rust over here. While you're in there, it never ends. We're gonna put all new fuel lines on it now. Fuck off, stop looking at shit. Look at that, underneath that piece of plastic. Yeah, I'm gonna replace all that now. It's bone dry. Damn, man, even that thing smells burnt, boys. Where's this cord go? Is that connected to the transmission? Okay, this one does not need to come off. Only these need to come off, so it's actually pretty easy. Let's leave this on until we get all the belt hoses. Yeah.
That way it doesn't tilt.
I think all I gotta do is the shifter and the starter. Well, you gotta take out this whole clutch line and slave cylinder. So you gotta take these 2 bolts out. There's a bolt there and then a bolt on top. And then this bracket before it goes into rubber, which I'll probably replace that with braided. I'm just gonna take that 1 bolt out and then hopefully keep everything together and just move it over. That's the plan. I'm not gonna be able to record it. Now that you get all those out, just get it over here out of your way. I'm gonna replace this too. Yep, they're 14s.
I'm gonna be that guy and take off when you do all the hard shit yourself.
All right, Adrian's leaving.
Get to the hard point and I run.
Yep. So you just gotta go around, chase the bolts out or holding this transmission. 1 there, 1 there. I don't know how many's up top. It looks like there's 1 there on this side for sure. There should be 2 more. So 5 total. So just go around, chase all the bolts on the bell housing. I thought there'd be 2 right up at the very top. It doesn't seem like it. I can't feel any. Oh, there's 2 at the very top. I can feel them now. I don't know if you guys can see up there or not, but there's some bullets up there. All right, let me get those out. I'll bring you back. Okay, there is 5. 4 short, 1 long by the starter. I still got this bracket hooked up so it can't move right now. I gotta go inside and disconnect the shifter. I should start clickbaiting like everyone else. Title of this barn find. Look at this thing. This thing's filthy. Let me wash up a little bit, because I mean this interior is still pretty nice. If you've been here for a really, really, really long time, when I first got this car, I stripped out everything. I took the whole interior out and washed it all. Okay. I know this is a short shifter. Yep, one of those 10s. How many of these things do you need? There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. I don't need to take this all the way out. As long as it can come back far enough. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I think I gotta take this off. Yeah, let's just take it off so I'm not fighting it. Because it coming back, I bet you it's gotta come back more than 2 inches to get that spline out of there. These are not very tight either. I wonder who put this shifter in. The guy got it from putting it in himself or what? I know he watches my videos. I'm not trying to talk shit. That one was hand tight. Jesus. Isn't there supposed to be a gasket on there? Well, that's probably what some that's spraying all over the bottom of the car too. And that's broke. Let's wipe this off, put some tape on it. Okay, I just taped that up with like 4 layers. Took some alcohol and cleaned around where the gasket was supposed to be, just so I didn't get anything crazy falling in there like this stuff. I gotta go up, take that rear like whole bracket thing off, and start trying to get this thing out. Alright, I'm gonna have to take this whole brace out. 2 there, 2 there. Yeah, and then it just goes to the diff. I got 4 back here, 2 there, 2 there. So let me get these all out of the way, and then we'll start focusing on this transmission. I'll bring you right back. Okay, that's scary as fuck. That's also the diff brace. So I'm sitting here, I got all 4 of those bolts out. There's actually 5, because there's this 1 bolt right here. Okay, it dropped a little bit, and I'm sitting here playing with it, and I smacked it a couple times, and I thought the whole car was falling off the lift. It scared the fuck out of me. So this came flying down, scared the living shit out of me. I should have had this on the diff. And I probably should have put 2 bolts back in the transmission, which I'm going to right now, actually. Just so it can't 100% just fall on me. The camera died, so I have no idea where I was at or where I stopped filming at. I put 3 bolts back in. What I think I'm going to do is use my jack table, and then like Adrian said, I was just originally going to use just the jack table, but to be able to get it up there a little bit higher and be able to see more, he thinks put it on jack stands too, on the table. So that'll be dangerous. Let's try it. All right, I don't think I like this. Just to be honest with you. Sorry, Adrian. Just not really feeling it. Sounded like a good idea for about 3 seconds. Now, it seems like it's gonna kill me. I'm not liking this at all, trying to do this by myself. I got it to move a little bit. It's definitely loose. Oh, this is really just kicking my ass. I can't find my other straps. I was going to do it like I would on a truck, like to redo the flex plate. You just put 2 straps on it, pull the transmission back, and the straps keep the transmission in place. I was gonna do that and then lower it down that way, but I can't find my other strap, so I just put one there to hopefully save me. I got it to come back like a good half an inch so far. I'm pretty much ready to take the bolts out and try to get this thing to fall. I don't really like this jack stand method. Okay, I ended up doing what I wanted to do at the beginning, especially by myself. So I just got that chunk of wood. The top of the transmission's out. It's just sitting on there. I got a strap to help hold it. All right, boys, back out here. You guys are gonna hear the furnace in the background because I turned it off yesterday for filming and I forgot to turn it back on. So it's gonna be running for a while till it heats up in here. So sorry about that, but I don't know how much you guys have seen because I got everything torn apart and then I spent like 3 hours trying to get this transmission out before I ended up calling it a day. I did a little bit of research and I ended up talking to Chris and Josh. This clutch is a pull style. I never knew that. So you gotta go in there, disconnect the forks from the pressure plate. That's the only thing holding it in. So I can get it out. It comes out like 2 inches and I can pretty much spin the transmission in place in there. The only thing that's holding it on is the pressure plate to the forks. I gotta put it pretty much back together, go up and disconnect it. So let's try to do that. So yeah, I'll just bring you guys back. There's no point in recording. I just pretty much gotta slide the transmission back on in place. Okay, boys. Got it back on. I just got 2 bolts in it. Got one down here and then the top one up there that you can't really see. So I don't know how much you guys will be able to see. Try and get your light. You see that ring right there? You gotta press that ring into the pressure plate, then pry the fork off. Yeah, right there. There you go. You can see it there. I'll show you better once I get it off, but you're gonna want to take a screwdriver in there, push that thing back to the pressure plate, and then I guess pry the forks off. I've never worked on a pull style. I guess some of the GTRs are like this too. Let me get a screwdriver and try to do that. Oh my god, dude, it went right in too easy. Oh, and the fork just slides right off. Look how easy that is now that you know what you're doing. Wish I would have known that forever ago. I was trying everything I could to pull that thing off. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Regardless, I'll replace everything in here, but hopefully like none of the splines are messed up or nothing. So I'll throw you guys up there. Maybe you guys can see the before and after shot. There, right there. You see how the little metal ring's pushed in? The little fork thing's pushed back. Let's try this again. All right, hopefully you guys can see. I got you on my head. Oh my god, it's so much easier. Look at that. Look how easy it is when you do it right, boys. So there's that little ring, this right here. Right here, you see this little ring? You push it in, and then it falls out. That little ring was holding up everything. And to make it easier, you should push your forks back. I was told you don't really have to if you can't get to them, but I could get to them just fine. We'll degrease all this, clean this all up, replace everything in here. I was pulling the shit out of it, but at least the splines don't look messed up anywhere. Alright, let's take this off and see how bad this is, because like I said, this is hands down the worst clutch I've ever used in my life. I'm not going to reuse any of this, but you don't want to just take like one bolt out all at once because it'll be at an angle. Try to loosen them up like as you go, get it all out together. Yeah, I knew this was going to be some garbage ass clutch. I don't know what it is. Look at that pressure plate, so freaking fried. So is a flywheel. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but yeah. Yeah, this clutch has been the worst clutch since I've gotten the car. 6-puck clutch, I called that a long time ago. I said that there's gonna be like a 3 or a 6-puck in here with no springs. I need a springed clutch. This thing sucked. It's like not the worst I've seen. I don't know, I'll see how much they are. I was actually talking to Roberto and he made it seem like it wasn't gonna be much more to just go ahead and get like a lightweight flywheel too. Now I can worry about where these oil leaks are coming from. I'm pretty sure it's coming from this, from the oil cooler. They're known to leak there. I don't know if you guys can see or not. Those banjo bolts are known to leak. That looks soaking wet. Yeah, this thing's definitely been rebuilt. They're not studs, but like the housing studs, they're not studs, they're bolts, but they're not factory. And it's been rebuilt because there's markings on them. We're just gonna go through this thing with a fine tooth comb before we throw a big old single on it. Leave it down in the comments how big of a turbo you guys think I should get for this thing. This thing's gonna be sick, I promise. Leave everything down in the comments. I'm a blank sheet right now. I haven't committed to anything. I know I want a single turbo it, and I know I want a haul tech. Leave everything else you guys think I should do down in the comments. Should I do like a 99 front end? I'm open to anything. I want side skirts. I bought side skirts from somebody that I never got, and a wing, and a diffuser, and I should have had Ganondorf mirrors. Should have had the full works on this, but I'll never get those parts, so leave it down in the comments what you guys think I should do to this. How far should I go? That's gonna be the end of this one, I think, boys. See you in the next one. We're gonna turn this thing over by hand. We're gonna fill it up with transmission fluid and all the spark plugs, turn it over by hand, and start taking that turbo off. You really wanna soak these in transmission fluid, or at least gear oil or something after they've been sitting. This thing's been sitting for what, 2 years since Chris drove it? I think that's the last time it was out. I don't want those side seals to rip. I think that's the plan for the next one. See ya.